It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here at Arrowhead. But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best 3rd down play in the NFL? Don't get to 3rd down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points? Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just...
And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that,
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A first down carry for Henry. Down to about the 37.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. In motion, Aguilar. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 21 yards away. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. To the air is DeVito. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with the keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wan'Dale Robinson, 53 yards. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. To throw is Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. Henry is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's 3rd and 1.
To throw is DeVito. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's DeVito. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. DeVito going to look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Henry again on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Jackson now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
In motion right is Aguilar. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's DeVito. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Inside handoff, Henry. Brought down at the 20.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That time a pickup of 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing now, DeVito.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
An audible here to get a new look.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. A solid run by 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Boy, do we have some football weather for this one in Pittsburgh. And we're off from Acrisure. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, Daniels. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Third down give to Robinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle, Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First and 10 now from the 39. Another carry for Robinson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Daniels off the play action. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down read option. He keeps it running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. They're running the option, short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Here he is on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Harris on 2nd down. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he makes the Heps call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
The kick is